We have a par 4 on this one.
Look, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
Oh, terrific approach, and a chance for birdie here at the third. And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Currently a couple under for the round. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. He's found the surface. Good chance here. Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards. Had a fantastic drive.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Let's get back to it, shall we? What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 19 feet from the cup.
That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up.
This player is putting for fun.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Nicely done. Sitting at -3, currently tied for second. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard. Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. And now to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Welcome to the tee of a par 4. That's nicely done. Most golfers these days, Rich, are quite generic style players. It's that hit it as far as you can, knock it on the green, try and hold some putts. But with Bubba Watson, we just got the artist back in the game, didn't we? We had someone who was prepared to do whatever it needed to be to get that ball in the hole. He's just astonishing to watch.
You know, to me, Luke, I think Bubba was born in the wrong era. I think he would have been better served with persimmon woods, Balata golf balls, and blades. And I think that he would be an even bigger impact on the game than he currently is, if that's even possible. I watch what he does with the modern equipment, and it's mind-blowing. He's one of the few players, Luke, that I will actually go in the driving range and watch hit golf shots because it is so fun to watch him aim 30 yards left and just try and hit these big sweeping hooks and fades and I mean, it's just unbelievable what he can do with the golf ball. His eye-hand coordination is simply the best in the game.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Oh, so close. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Currently at 3 under for the day.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Time for the second shot here at the 9th. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Oh, good look at a birdie here.
Come on, don't be shy.
And tapping it in for par. Ooh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
Getting ready to play their third. Just a stroke behind the leader. Ooh, that almost went down. Lining up the birdie putt here. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. And with that hole, this player is currently tied for first with Brooke Henderson.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Wow, that's bold. Sitting at 4 under for the day. Currently tied for top spot. This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. That was a narrow miss. This next putt is for bogey. Canada's Brooke Henderson currently in the lead as we head to the next tee. We have a par 3 on this one. Going with the 6-iron here. Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
There's 17 feet remaining to the hole.
An important par save.
Ah, that's a shame. Comes up shy.
I hate to use the word choke, Luke, but that's exactly what happened there. A flat-out choke.
And now to Bubba Watson.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. Oh my, how about that for a par?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Oh, Canada. Brooke Henderson leads this tournament.
Let's see what happens here at the 13th. Playing from around 160 yards.
3 shots off the lead.
Opting for the 9-iron. Oh my, right by the hole.
Chance to sneak into the top 5 here.
And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. I will take that also into the top 5 now. Just 1 off the lead after that hole.
Well, now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
And we find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483 Rich from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flagstick.
This one's for birdie.
Surely it's going to.
Super shot that. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par.
And after that hole, the standings have this player in 2nd place, behind Tiger Woods.
Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
Taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to not be paired with him the 3rd round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week as it was. It was easier to deflect that a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit differently, because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up and you're playing with them, well, you know exactly what's going on. But when you're not playing with them, I was able to kind of deflect what he was actually doing, and I was fortunate.
And with that, now at 5 under with a few holes to play.
And just a few holes remaining. Let's see what they can produce.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
This is looking pretty good in the air.
Oh, that is simply brilliant. What a shot. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. Now, this would be a timely one to hole. Let's make this putt.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
That was a gallant attempt. This is a par putt.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard.
Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
That's a little untidy. Well, that was a good strike. They need to get up and down from here. Just one stroke off the lead.
Nothing like a little pressure late in the day.
A 7-footer right here.
One of the good guys out there, Luke. I am hoping for this one to fall. Right over the spot they were looking at.
Oh, that's good grit there.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
And here we are with the third shot.
Just 2 shots behind.